The Sangguniang Panlalawigan is now in session. Prayer to be led by Honorable Beatriz Amande, and please remain standing after the prayer for the singing of the national anthem.
Okay na eh. Let us bow our head and feel the presence of our Almighty God. In the name of the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, our Father in heaven, we offer this gathering to you and ask you to bless it with your wisdom and grace. We implore the guidance of the divine providence and the Holy Spirit to assist us in our task and in the proceedings of this chamber, that we shall be fruitful in our mandate for the welfare of the people. We ask you to enlighten our minds, the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, to know what is true and just, and straighten our wills for the common good and for the welfare of the province of Northern Samar and the nation in general, to carry out faithfully what we come to see our duty. May all our thoughts, words, and actions be directed in making your name and your love be known among men, here and eternity. We ask this truth, Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, ay masansing ang alam, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y kulay. Lupang hinilang, kuyak ka ng mahiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisikin, sa nalagang tulong sa simoy at sa langit kong pagaw, ay hinagang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng watawat ko'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin na karoon niya kailan pa may makikinig, lumalang araw ng walhagit pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang hindi kaya dapat ay malaki, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Kindly take your seats. SP, Secretary, kindly call the roll.
Honorable Don Abalon, Honorable Abalon El Cid, Honorable Isidira, Honorable Galit, Honorable Hilyamak, Honorable Laudenio, Honorable Lion, Honorable Lucero, Honorable Saludaga, Honorable Singson, Honorable Uy, Honorable Amande, Honorable Silvano. There are 9 members present, including the presiding officer, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. With the presence of 9 members, including the presiding officer, in today's session, we have a quorum. Majority Leader, please.
Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon to our esteemed colleagues and also to our guests in the gallery. Mr. Chair, before we proceed to item number 5, Mr. Chair, we have guests in the gallery. Mr. Chair, please recognize our guests. We have here present Ms. Nena Hitalado, Social Welfare Officer 4 of the DSWD Field Office number 8. We have also here on the gallery, Mr. Chair, are the representatives from NGCP, the District Manager, Engineer Ricardo Lozano. We also hear the Transmission Line Manager of NGCP, Engineer Henry Sale. The Senior Supervisor of NGCP, Ms. Maria Rosette Martinez. And also the Lead Specialist of NGCP, Mr. Michael T. Sabejon. So Chair, also from the Pambuhan 1 Central School, please recognize the Principal 3, Mrs. Rosaline A. Susing. Also from the Pambuhan Central School, the Master Teacher 1, Mrs. Maria Shirley Sherbo. And the Teacher 3, Mr. Siludonio S. Balangkit. Mr. Chair, from the Washington National High School, we have here present is the Principal 2, Dr. Ruel Lacbanes. The Teacher 2 of the Washington National High School, Ms. Kimi C. Capas. And also the Teacher 1 of DepEd, Washington National High School, Ms. Bernadette M. Piazza. Mr. Chair, I move to recognize our guests.
Thank you. Those personalities mentioned by the Majority Floor Leader are hereby recognized.
Mr. Chair, last September 5, 2022, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan adopted a resolution. This is, Mr. Chair, a resolution commending Ms. Nena L. Hitalado for the outstanding services and commendable performance she rendered as Social Welfare and Development Team Leader of the Department of Social Welfare Development Cluster Office from 2013 to 2022. Mr. Chair, to present the resolution, please recognize the sponsor, the Honorable Yunida L. Laudenio.
Honorable Laudenio is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and our Majority Leader. Republic of the Philippines, Province of Northern Samar, Katarman, Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Excerpt from the Journal of the Regular Session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of the Province of Northern Samar, held on 5th of September 2022, at 11:36 in the morning at 8th Session Hall, Provincial Capital, Katarman, Northern Samar. Present, Honorable Clarence E. Dato, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer, Honorable Don L. Abalon, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Lisa C. Isidira, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Dionisio Dexter Galet, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Maritis G. Gilyamak, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Leoneda P. Laudenio, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Gilbert F. Lyon, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Albert Lucero, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Kentin B. Saludaga, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Victorio M. Singzon, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Christian Emmanuel W. Oy, Member, Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Honorable Elcid G. Abalon, Iski Provincial Federation President, Honorable Beatrice N. Amandi, Liga President, Provincial Federation, and Honorable Gina O. Silvano, PCL Provincial Federation President, absent none, and the sponsor is Honorable Leoneda Laudenio yours truly, co-sponsor, Honorable Don Il Abalon, 2nd District of Northern Samar. Resolution number 244, series of 2022. Resolution commending Ms. Nina L. Hetalado for the outstanding services and commendable performance she rendered as Social Welfare and Development Team Leader, SWAD, of the Department of Social Welfare and Development Cluster Office from 2013 to 2022. Whereas Ms. Nina Hitalado was instrumental in a strong partnership forged between the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD, Northern Samar Cluster, Office of the Provincial Government of Northern Samar in the areas of disaster response, relief operations, as well as rehabilitations initiatives, especially during the periods when Northern Samar was hit by devastating typhoon like Linda, Robe, Nona, Usman, and Bising, and etc. Whereas, under the leadership of Ms. Hitalado, the DSWD Cluster Office had also provided augmentation support to the programs and services of the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office for individuals in crisis situation, senior citizens, persons with disabilities, youth, solo parents, and other vulnerable sectors of the society who need immediate interventions. Whereas, during Ms. Hitalado's watch as SWAT team leader, all DSWD programs and services in the province of Northern Samar were successfully and efficiently implemented, serving thousands of North Hanon program beneficiaries from all walks of life. Whereas, the extraordinary public service shown and commitment to social welfare exhibited at the time when they are most needed deserve the recognition and appreciation of this august body. Wherefore, on joint motion of Honorable Yuneda Pecson Laudenio and Honorable Don L. Abalon, unanimously seconded by all the Sangguniang Panlalawigan present, resolved as it is hereby resolved to commend as it hereby commends Ms. Nina Lucero Hitalado for the outstanding services and commendable performance she rendered as Social Welfare and Development Team Leader of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD Cluster Office from 2013 to 2022. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be furnished to all concerned for their information. Passed by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in session, assembled this 15th day of September 2022, Katarman, Northern Samar. I hereby certify to the correctness of the foregoing resolution, signed Adonis H. Ribadulia, Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, attested by Honorable Clarence E. Dato, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Laudenio. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chair, another resolution that was adopted by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan last September 5, 2022 is a resolution commending the Pambuhan 1 Central School Division of Northern Samar, Pambuhan, for being adjudged as national winner, Brigada Eskwela 21, Best Implementing School, Mega Category Elementary Level. Mr. Chair, to read and present the resolution, please recognize the sponsor of the resolution, the Honorable Albert Lucero.
Honorable Albert Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Resolution number 22, series of 2020, resolution number 242, series of 2022. Resolution commending the Pambuhan 1 Central School, Division of Northern Samar, Pambuhan, for being adjudged as national winner, Brigada Eskwela 2021, Best Implementing School, Mega Category Elementary Level. Whereas, on April 8, 2022, the Pambuhan 1 Central School Division of Northern Samar was declared as regional winner, Brigada Escuela 2021 Best Implementing School Mega School Category Elementary Level by the Department of Education, Regional Office Number 8. Whereas, subsequently on June 20, 2022, the Pambuhan 1 Central School Division of Northern Samar was likewise declared as national winner, Brigada Escuela 21 Best Implementing School Mega School Category Elementary Level by the Department of Education Central Office. Whereas, as succinctly emphasized by the Department of Education, the award recognizes Pambuhan 1 Central School's exemplary contribution to improve the quality of basic education by highlighting partnership engagements and initiatives to support the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through 2021 Brigada Escuela program. Whereas, this achievement of Pambuhan 1 Central School, Division of Northern Samar, deserves recognition from this august body as it effectively raised the bar of excellence in the realm of school community partnership and inspired other schools in the province to likewise excel in similar endeavors. It likewise gave honor and prestige to the stakeholders, public officials, as well as to parents and students who, in their own ways, contributed to the successful implementation of Brigada Escuela 2021. Whereas, through this resolution of commendation, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan likewise recognizes the following school officials who spearheaded and facilitated the conduct of Brigada Escuela 2021 in Pambuhan 1 Central School, Division of Northern Samar. Dr. Rosalyn A. Susing, School Principal 3. Mr. Celidonio Balangkit, Brigada Escuela Coordinator. Mrs. Maria Shirley M. Sherbo, Adapt a School Program Coordinator. Whereas, by virtue of this resolution of commendation, this Sangguniang perpetuates the legacy of Pambuhan 1 Central School, Division of Northern Samar, as an epitome of profound excellence, strong community partnership, and effective coordination initiatives that are worthy of emulation or recognition by this generation and those to come. Wherefore, in motion of Honorable Albert A. Lucero, unanimously seconded, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolves, as it hereby resolved, to commend, as it hereby commends, the Pambuhan 1 Central School, Division of Northern Samar, Pambuhan, for being adjudged as national winner, Brigada Escuela 2021, Best Implementing School, Mega Category Elementary Level. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be furnished to all concerned for their information. Passed by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan in session assembled 5th day of September 2021, Catarman, Northern Samar. I hereby certify to the correctness of the foregoing resolution. Signed, Adonis H. Tribadulia, Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Attested, Clarence E. Dato, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer.
Thank you. Board Member Lucero, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, another adopted resolution is Resolution Number 247, Series of 2022, a resolution commending the Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar, Catarman, for being adjudged as national winner, Brigada Escuela 21, Best Implementing School, Large Category, Secondary Level. Mr. Chair, to present the resolution, please recognize the sponsor, the gentleman from the 2nd District, the Honorable Albert Lucero.
Honorable Albert Lucero is recognized.
Resolution number 247, Series of 2022, resolution commending the Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar, Catarman, for being adjudged as national winner, Brigada Escuela 21, Best Implementing School, Large Category, Secondary Level. Whereas on April 8, 2022, the Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar, was declared a regional winner, Brigada Escuela 21, Best Implementing School, Large Category, Secondary Level by the Department of Education, Regional Office Number 8. Whereas, subsequently, on June 20, 2022, the Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar, was likewise declared as national winner, Brigada Eskwela 21 Best Implementing School Large Category Secondary Level by the Department of Education Central Office. Whereas, as succinctly emphasized by the Department of Education, the award recognizes Washington National High School's exemplary contribution to improve the quality of basic education by highlighting partnership engagements and initiatives to support the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through 2021 Brigada Eskwela program. Whereas, this achievement of Washington National High School Division of Northern Samar deserves recognition from this august body as it effectively raised the bar of excellence in the realm of school community partnership and inspired other schools in the province to likewise excel in similar endeavors. It likewise gave honor and prestige to the stakeholders, public officials, as well as to parents and students who in their own ways contributed to the successful implementation of the Brigada Eskwela 21. Whereas, through this resolution of commendation, this Sanggunian likewise recognizes the following school officials who spearheaded and facilitated the conduct of Brigada Eskwela 21 in Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar. Dr. Roel D. Lacbanes, School Principal 2, Miss Bernadette M. Piazza, Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, Miss Kimi C. Capaz, Adapt a School Program Coordinator. Whereas, by virtue of this resolution of commendation, this Sanggunian perpetuates the legacy of Washington National High School, Division of Northern Samar, as an epitome of profound excellence, strong community partnership, and effective coordination initiatives that are worthy of emulation and recognition by this generation and those to come. Wherefore, on motion of Honorable Albert A. Lucero, unanimously seconded, this Sangguniang Palalawigan resolves as it hereby resolved to commend as it hereby commends the Washington National High School Division of Northern Samar Catarman for being adjudged as national winner Brigada Eskwela 21 Best Implementing School Large Category Secondary Level. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be furnished to all concerned for their information. Passed by the Sangguniang Palalawigan in session assembled the 16th day of September 2022, Catarman, Northern Samar. I hereby certify to the correctness of the foregoing signed Adonis H. Ribadulla, Secretary to Sangguniang Palalawigan, attested signed Clarence E. Dato, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer.
Thank you, BM Lucero.
Mr. Chair, I move for a few minutes suspension.
Sessions suspended. Session is now resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, we'll now proceed to item number 5, reference of business. Mr. Chair, please direct the Secretary to read all items for referral.
Secretary, please.
Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 23, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar, entitled Resolution Approving the Supplemental Annual Investment Plan or AIP for calendar year 2022 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar.
Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 23, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Endorsement from OIC Regional Director Evelyn A. Bouvier, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Regional Office 8, dated 5 October 2022. Final draft of Comprehensive Land Use or CLUP and Zoning Ordinance or ZO for the planning year 2022 to 2031 of the Municipality of Capol, Northern Samar.
The endorsement from OIC Regional Director Evelyn A. Bouvier, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Regional Office 8, dated October 5, 2022. Final draft of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan, CLUP, and Zoning Ordinance for the planning year 2022 to 2031 of the Municipality of Capol, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Housing, Land Use, Zoning, and Agrarian Reform Committee.
Ordinance number 002, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Catubig, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Amending Appropriation Ordinance number 04, series of 2022, entitled An Ordinance Approving the Supplemental Budget number 1, calendar year 2022, involving the amount of 11,614,171 pesos and 56 centavos, taken from the various sources in the total amount of 11,659,515 pesos and 75 centavos to cover statutory services for various programs, projects, and activities of the LGU, Catubig, Northern Samar.
Ordinance number 002, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Catubig, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Municipal Ordinance number 2022-05 of the Municipality of San Antonio, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing Supplemental Budget number 03, series of 2022, involving the amount of 500,000 pesos for the augmentation of the traveling expenses of the Office of the Sangguniang Bayan and appropriating the funds for the purpose.
Municipal Ordinance number 2022-05 of the Municipality of San Antonio, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Municipal Ordinance number 2022-10-161 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Tabu sa Palapag in the Municipality of Palapag, Province of Northern Samar, and providing funds hereof.
Municipal Ordinance number 2022-10-161 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Agriculture and Food Security Committee.
Resolution number 2022-161 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, resolution adopting the Executive Legislative Agenda, or ELA, of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar for the year 2023 to 2025.
Resolution number 2022-161 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Resolution number 31, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Balen Northern Samar, entitled Resolution Approving and Adopting the 2022 Local Anti-Criminality Action Plan or LACAP of the Municipality of Balen Northern Samar.
Resolution number 31, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Public Order and Safety Committee.
Ordinance number 11, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Balen Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Realigning the Amount of 900,000 pesos, which was originally intended for Quick Response Fund, Capability Building, and Monthly Coastal Cleanup Drive, and reappropriating the same amount to COVID-19 food supply expense and acquisition of calamity-related rescue and communication equipment.
Ordinance number 11, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Ordinance number 12, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Realigning the Amount of 3,347,653 pesos and 47 centavos, which was originally intended for different municipal offices, and reappropriating the same to general services.
Ordinance number 12, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Ordinance number 14, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Strengthening the Participation of Civil Society Organizations, Private Organizations, and Non-Government Organizations in the planning, implementation, and monitoring of the programs and projects of the Municipal Government of Allen, Northern Samar by institutionalizing the People's Council of Allen, Northern Samar.
Ordinance number 14, series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the People's Organizations, Non-Government Organizations, and Cooperatives Committee.
Proposed fiscal year 2023 executive budget of the province of Northern Samar.
The proposed fiscal year 2023 executive budget of the province of Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Resolution number 001-2022 of the Municipality of San Vicente, Northern Samar, entitled Resolution Adopting the Annual Investment Plan of the Municipality of San Vicente, Province of Northern Samar for the fiscal year 2022.
Resolution number 001-2022 of the Municipality of San Vicente, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee.
Resolution number 02-2021 of the Municipality of San Vicente, Northern Samar, entitled Resolution to Approve the Devolution Transition Plan of the Municipality of San Vicente, Province of Northern Samar, with a roadmap to ensure a strategic perspective and systematic and coherent actions towards the full implementation of functions, services, and facilities to be devolved to the national government agencies concerned starting fiscal year 2022.
Resolution number 02-2021 of the Municipality of San Vicente, Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Finance, Budget, and Appropriations Committee. Thank you. SP Secretary, Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Chair, under item 6-A, business for the day, are the appearances of Ms. Editha G. Perfecto, the OIC General Manager of Northern Samar Electric Cooperative Incorporated, and its Management Committee, the President, and members of the Task Force Northern Samar of Norsamelco, Engineer Ricardo G. Lozano, the OIC District Manager of the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, or his authorized representatives. This is, Mr. Chair, to update the Sangguniang Panlalawigan on the operation of Northern Samar Electric Cooperative, the Norsamelco, as well as other concerns and issues on energy-related matters. Mr. Chair, the Norsamelco has sent a letter informing the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that they cannot attend in today's session as they have a scheduled workshop. But present, Mr. Chair, in our session are the representatives from NGCP. No? As mentioned earlier, the District Manager, Engineer Ricardo G. Lozano, the Transmission Line Manager, Engineer Henry Sale, the Senior Supervisor, Ms. Maria Rosette Martinez, and also the Lead Specialist of NGCP, Mr. Michael T. Sabihon. Mr. Chair, I move that we formally recognize and that we allow the representatives of NGCP to speak before the body. So move, Mr. Chair.
Before ruling on the motion, please put on record the letter coming from Ms. Edita Perfecto, the OIC General Manager of Norsamelco, citing reason for not attending today's session. Mr. Ricardo Lozano, Mr. Henry Sale, Mr. Michael Sabihon, and Ms. Maria Rosette Martinez are hereby recognized.
Mr. Chair, to continue, Mr. Chair, please recognize the proponent, the Honorable Lucero.
Honorable Albert Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Binisayan ko na lang, Mr. Chair, kay sigurado live bangkit siya na sa FB. Damo kaupayan mga Nortihanon nga nagbabantay sining at session niya na hiunong san aton mga guests ang taga Norsamelco management ang nagdudumara sa Norsamelco bilang board ang task force Northern Samar Power and taga NGCP. Sigurado liwatak, Mr. Chairman, nga damo sa mga taga Norsamelco nga empleyado, ginre-record ang ato yan na sesyon. Butig pasabot, karegner hibaruan kung ano mga issues nga nagkakagawas, bisan kung waray sira din kay adiman ang taga NGCP nga related sa management sa Norsamelco. Una, karegula ipaabot sa Norsamelco kay namamati mang kamyana ang insensibilities san bugos nga Norsamelco san paghimo niyo san party pag-celebrate san 45th anniversary sa Norsamelco. Mababasa niyo, makikita niyo sa social media posts sa Norsamelco, sobra sin ka lavish ang kanira sugad na pagsilibrar sin simpleng anibersaryo sin usa nga electric cooperative nga utangan sobra 600 milyones ang kanira mga sulot ang mga rayna nga kandidata sa Miss Universe ngan sin mga Mr. Philippines. Mr. Chairman, this is a blatant display sang kanira waray pag-isip, waray man la isipan nila, waray man la sira abat sang gingkukuri nga Nortihanon pag-abot sang serbisyo nga paltos palpak sa Norsamelco. Labi na god at ato niya mga power rates, labi na god ini nga mga disconnections, labi na god ang meter reading nga iba-iba ang kanila pagbasa. Mr. Chairman, kare ko ibaruan ton sa Norsamelco. Sobra ini kahambukan sa mga tao sa sulod sa Norsamelco. Wara man lang naraisipa ang nagkukuri nga Nortihanon. Mr. Chairman, daman nakalatag na question sa Norsamelco pero waray man sila din we'll just leave it there. At least maaram sila nga pinaagi sang Sangguniang Panlalawigan, iging paabot ta sa management san task force Northern Samar Power san management san board sa Norsamelco nga ang kanira ginhimo diri maupay pakatamay sa nagkukuring nga Nortehanon. With the presence of the people from NGCP here, I just would like to ask some questions. First, before the IPIRA law was passed, there are two items in the power supply: the generation and transmission and distribution, I believe, and it was covered by the National Power Corporation, and the distribution is an activity which is by the private electric companies, just like Meralco and Norsamelco as an electric cooperative. Now, that was before the IPIRA. That was before. Then, it was, after that, it was before IPIRA again. Before IPIRA was passed, there was this kind of an arrangement wherein National Power Corporation and the Transco and what else? I have some notes here. When the IPERA law was passed, dinivide na to into 4 sections. The generation, transmission, distribution, and supply. The generation and transmission, hawak ng GOC, ng ERC, tapos gumawa ng GOCC, ang Government-Owned Control Corporations, ang Transco, yung Transmission Corporation, at ang PISAM. Ang PISAM is the Power Sector Assets and Liabilities Management Corporation na nag-take charge ng assets ng NPC at saka mga power plant, yung mga IPPs. But then, after 2007, pumasok na yung NGCP. Di ba? Pumasok yung NGCP pagdating sa transmission. Okay. But then, may mga powers na na-retain ng National Power Corporation sa transmission, most especially yung mga hindi covered ng parang kontrata nyo sa government. Kaya nga yung mga island municipalities natin, ang mga off-grid, hinahawakan ng napukor, just like Biri, Kapol, San Antonio, San Vicente, and Batag Island, I believe, hawak ng napukor. In Northern Samar. Yes. SPUG. Yes, SPUG. Yeah. Now, nung hinawakan ng NGCP ang transmission, NGCP is this owned solely by Filipinos, or is the company owned by other foreign companies?
I'll just refer to my...
Yeah, please. Mr. Chairman, I am asking this question because we wanted to know kung sino ang humahawak ng NGCP? Mga Filipinos ba o half Filipinos or foreign? Kasi gusto natin malaman din ng mga consumers kung ano talaga ang connections ng transmission tapos pagdating sa distribution sa atin.
Good afternoon,
Yeah, please.
Honorable Body. NGCP is 60% owned by Filipinos, and then we have 40% by our Chinese technical partners.
Yeah, because of the Philippine Constitution, that it is a company should be fully owned by foreign companies. 40% can only be they are limited to 40% of any corporation or business engagement in the Philippines. Now, hibaruan sa Nortehanon nga NGCP, National Power Grid Corporation of the Philippines, is 60% owned by Filipinos and 40% by Chinese. Mainland China.
State Grid of China. State Grid of China.
State Grid of China. That's People's Republic of China. Yes. Okay. Now, nung pumasok kayo sa transmission, because that was 2010, I believe, when the Vice President ba yun for Visayas ng NGCP visited us also. We asked them to be present to us and to explain to us their programs. Kaya nalaman namin since 2010 pa yung mga future plans nyo. Nasabi na ngayon yung sa Bayag Allen, etc. Para nga maging stable ang supply ng power sa Northern Samar. Now, pagdating sa mga transmission lines ninyo, yung mga poles na dati napukor, 100% na ba na na-rehabilitate yun since 2008?
Good afternoon po ulit. Hindi pa po siya 100% na rehabilitate, but it's almost 90% rehabilitated because there are lots of wood poles na talaga pong kinailangang palitan, and we cannot accommodate a lot of interruptions when we are doing the rehabilitation. So we have planned it so that yung impact niya hindi siya masyadong malakas or maramdaman ng mga tao. At the same time, we have prioritized our replacement program. And so far, I think if I'm not mistaken, we are now more than 90% rehabilitated, especially for this Northern Samar.
So there are still
10%.
there's still wooden
Wood poles.
wood poles until now. Mr. Chairman, before 2007, Napocor has this kind of transmission lines, mga wood poles. Sabi pa nga, almost 90% na rehabilitate na. Hindi raw ma-rehabilitate, hindi raw mapagbaguhan, ibig sabihin, meron pa rin tayong mga NGCP lines na noon pa, since the 70s pa, na galing pa sa Napocor. Tsaka hindi na rehabilitate kasi naapektuhan, may interruption tayo sa power sa Northern Samar. But then, Mr. Chairman, since 2007, this representation stood up. Hindi na lang po maka-20 ako tumayo dito at nagpa-invite NGCP, lahat ng mga stakeholders pagdating sa power sa Northern Samar. At ang sinasabi ng NGCP since then at ng Norsamelco, kaya palagi may brownout dati, every Saturday and Sunday may brownout kami. Kasi pinapalitan daw yung mga wood poles. In the same manner, yung inilagay na general manager dito ng NEA, si Engineer Hector Tabilisma, many times sinabi sa amin, within this given period, lahat ng mga lines ng NGCP maaayos na yan. Hindi wala ng mga wood poles. Kasi dati ang problema sa wood poles, pag bumabagyo daw, bumibigay. So, since 2008 na pumasok kayo, since pumasok yung mga tao ng NGCP sa amin dito sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, until now, 2022, ilang years yan? Let's count. 2008, 2018, that's 10 years. That is 14 years. Since then, hindi pa rin napapalitan. At every Saturday and Sunday then, para magpalit ng mga poles, palagi kaming brownout. Kailan po ba matatapos yung pagpalit ng mga wood poles na yan?
Okay, sir. Thank you for asking that question, sir. So, as per our program, we have until 2025 that we can complete the program for Northern Samar, the replacement of wood pole.
22, 24, 25. So, ibig sabihin, mga 17 years from the time na pumasok kayo as a contractor ng transmission ng power papunta sa amin dito, it will take you 14 plus 17 years para matapos yon. Mga ilang, sa estimate nyo po, mga ilang araw na brownouts yan o ilang buwan na brownouts ang masasakripisyo ng mga taga Northern Samar pagdating sa ganyan?
Well, sir, we have a series of programs how to mitigate or at least lessen the burden ng brownout. If you will notice, there are some interruptions that will only take you around 15 to 30 minutes. I don't know for this because we are switching our lines from other station, switching our sources from other stations. However, there are some lines talaga na that it is called lateral that we cannot do anything about it. So that's why we are having a long interruptions, but we are doing it in such a manner that ang impact na sa mga tao ay will be lessened, and also especially with the businesses, so we are doing it during Saturdays and Sundays, which is mas mababa ang demand. And also to add sa amin po is 2025 is just only a target, but we are very confident din naman na we can do it ahead of our target. There are some limitations before, that's why na bumabagal, because it is not only us ang nag-order ng mga steel poles from our suppliers. However, available po kasi sa amin lahat, and we are only programming our interruptions. For the moment, as per our program, we are almost 200% do sa aming target for the whole District 1 na AOR po. So it includes Leyte and Samar. And Samar is part of ng malaki pong porsyento po na yun, sir.
Mr. Chairman, isa-isa natin. Una, nakaprogram ang pag-rehabilitate nyo up to 2025. Okay. When did this started? When did this started, this programming? Just yesterday? A week before? Ago? When was this? When did this start?
Third leg, that was 10 years ago. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm new here, but our replacement program happened during the third regulatory period, which is now is the fifth regulatory period. It's 10 years ago, more or less.
10 years ago. So if it's 2022, that's 2012. It started in 2012. And to end in 2025. 2012 to 25 is how many years? That's 13 years. Is it?
Yes.
13 years. So 13 years. Then another reason is that because it is a 13 years na planning, one reason is that nahihirapan kayo sa mga polls kasi marami ang nag-order.
Yes, sir. That's only one part of our reasons, because of especially, sir, during the pandemic, 2020, 2021, and 2022, it's almost affected po yung mga suppliers namin for that steel pole. But nevertheless, nauna naman po yung mga supplies. That's why we are trying to cope up. But for the moment, sir, we are ahead of our schedule for Northern Samar na replacement program.
Mr. Chairman, you see, when Yolanda Haiyan, Typhoon Haiyan, the super typhoon, hit Eastern Visayas, the NGCP lines sa western part of Eastern Samar and Western Samar was heavily affected. Heavily affected. Grabe ang mga tumbahan doon. I was there after a day kasi nag-rescue ako ng mga pamangking ko at lahat. Grabe. But then it was rehabilitated very, very fast by NGCP. Saludo ako sa NGCP sa kanila. Ginawa doon. Pero sa atin sa Northern Samar since 2012 up to now, that's already ilang years? 12 to 22, 10 years. 2022. 10 years, hindi pa mapalitan yung mga poles kasi wala raw na makukuhang mahirap maghanap ng mga steel poles. And yet, we've been paying for this. Andiyan na lahat. We are paying for the rehabilitation, we are paying for the transmission. Nagkapatong-patong na ang burden ng mga consumers, Mr. Chairman. You see, kasi ang Northern Samar hindi man ganyang kalakas at ng kita, kaya yan ang nangyayari. Hindi kagaya ng Mindanao. Look at the other provinces. Look at other provinces. Ang mga poles ng EDCP, lahat mga steel poles yan. You cannot see a wood pole. Pero in Northern Samar, tingnan mo, they're saying that around 90% ay na-rehabilitate na. Meron pa rin mga wood poles. Imagine these wood poles, ilang dekada na yung mga kahoy na yan. Is there any way for you, NGCP, Mr. Chairman, na ma-fast track yung rehabilitation na yan? Kasi ito nagiging cause, nagiging rason ng Norsamilco na laging brownout. I believe, kayo rin, alam nyo, natratrack nyo sinasabi ng Norsamilco kasi nagpo-post sila, na palagi ang dahilan is NGCP, 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 NGCP. Nung tiningnan namin ang records ng lahat ng mga brownouts, 54% Norsamilco and 46% NGCP. Are you aware of this, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, and we acknowledge po yung mga statements po. Then, in your first question, if how are we going to fast track the rehabilitation? As before we come here, sir, we have already planned our rehabilitation program. As I said a while ago, it is planned for 2025, but we are also looking ahead na matapos po ito ahead of 2025. For with regards po kasi sa quantity niya, isa po sa pinakamarami kasing steel pole talaga, wood poles before, is itong Samar area. Disclaimer lang po, Samar area, including Eastern Samar and Northern Samar. So, there are almost 7,000 po dati yan na wood poles. Then if you will imagine, kung if you were going to divide it into a series of browns talaga, medyo marami po, and also limited po talaga yung resources natin in terms of opportunities, not necessarily manpower and materials, but opportunities, since we are also looking at especially after the Typhoon Haiyan, we need to ensure the quality of power. So, meron po tayong mga considerations. Nevertheless, yung sa mga brownouts po natin, if you will notice, after our last appearance here, we really do and become serious in our mandate. And I think you could also feel that as per our record, we haven't recorded any unplanned interruption in our part, and we have at least 4 or 5 planned outages and requested outages coming from our customers. So before, I am mentioning you a lot of 20 to 30 interruptions at least almost every week. Now, for this, after our session, as per our record, there is no unplanned interruption every week. So only planned interruptions.
When we see unplanned interruptions, what are these kind of interruptions?
Okay, unplanned interruptions, we are calling it those interruptions that were not planned 7 days ahead. Those interruptions that caused by, let's say, tripping of lines due to vegetations, or other interruptions caused by the force majeure and everything. But luckily, force majeure is not part of the unplanned, but it is really unplanned per our category. We have dissected it with the caused by nature and caused by man, or controllable and uncontrollable in sense. But for what I'm saying, the unplanned is the unplanned interruptions caused by controllable outages. So in short, wala po siyang vegetation na interruptions po tayo nito. Mostly ang ating interruption po ay dalawa lang po. Planned po na ni-request ng customer, and planned ni-request po ni NGCP.
So yung mga unplanned, wala naman talaga.
Nung after po ng session natin as of September 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since 2025 when GCP was here, walang mga unplanned na mga interruptions from the NGCP side, from the transmission side. Lahat yon na mga unplanned, Norsamilco lahat yan. Sarap sana kung dito sa Milko.
Pero meron din po kaming plan. Pero yung mga unplanned, wala.
Kaya nga po, unplanned. Okay, you know, Mr. Chairman, for so long, Northern Samar was once at the top 10 of the poorest provinces in the Philippines. One reason for that, Mr. Chairman, because of the supply of power. One of the main reasons, supply of power. Wala pong mag-i-invest sa isang lugar kung hindi stable yung power. And you know that. So, kayo rin, isa rin kayo sa causes ng poverty sa amin. We cannot push forward. Our programs cannot push forward. Nahihirapan kami. Kasi, because of the power interruptions, because of the unstable power supply. You see, kaya kami mga politiko, nagbabangayan kami tungkol sa poverty incidents. Good, maganda, medyo inaayos na, maayos ang epekto ng ginagawa namin ngayon. And in Region 8, mas mayaman pa kami sa Leyte. It's not because, iniba na lang namin yung strategy namin na hindi kami magre-rely sa power. Kasi kung sa power kami magre-rely, isa pa kami sa poorest ngayon sa Pilipinas. Leyte is 22% poverty incidence per family, and Northern Samar is 19.3. We are much better than the province of Leyte. So, Mr. Chairman, i-connect ko lang dito sa issue ng program nila from 2012 to 2025 na kung saan maayos na itong may rehabilitate na yung lines. Kasi sinabi ng Mr. Chairman ng ating resource person na mostly ang mga wooden poles, ang mga wood poles ay dito sa Samar Island. Kaya puro na nga tayo, wood poles pa, mas grabe ito, Mr. Chairman. Kaya we are appealing, Mr. Chairman, to NGCP management na bigyan ng atensyon ang Samar Island for that purpose, Mr. Chairman. Sa rehabilitation. Kung na-rehabilitate ang area ng Eastern Samar after Hayan, bakit hindi ma-rehabilitate ang Northern Samar since 2012 up to now? Tagal na yan, Mr. Chairman. Wood poles pa rin. Napocor lines poles pa yan. National Power Corporation na lines pa yan. Kupong-kupong na yan. Decades na, Mr. Chairman. Kaya apektado tayo. So, it's all for now, Mr. Chairman. I would like to give some time to others, and the second round, hahabol na lang ako. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Lucero, Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, just some clarification with the NGCP. You mentioned earlier na walang unplanned brownout na yung cost, walang unplanned na brownout ang NGCP.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon again. As per our record, we haven't recorded any unplanned incidents starting September 25. Yeah, September 25.
That was the last session.
That was the last session as per our commitment. and
Kasi
agreement.
after that session, marami pa rin brownouts ang nangyayari dito sa province. So would you say na yung brownouts na yun is, ang cost nun is Norsamelco? Kasi kung sinasabi mo ngayon na wala kayong unplanned power interruption, so ang may kasalanan ng brownouts na yun is Norsamelco. Kasi if we base on the Facebook page of Norsamelco and other social media, sinasabi parating NGCP yung cause ng brownout. So I just want it to be clear. Sino yung kanino kasalanan yung brownout na yun? NGCP ba o Norsamelco?
Baka po I haven't, medyo kasi second language yung yung sa Facebook ni Norsamelco. But just want to clarify lang po yung sinasabi ko pong unplanned. Maybe meron po kayong outages but it is planned by Norsamelco or requested by Norsamelco to NGCP.
Because Mr. Chair, when we say it's planned, ina-announce muna yan, di ba?
Yes.
Meron mga brownouts dito sa amin na biglaan lang Umambon lang, nagka-brownout
That's not
So would you say that is not, the
Not
cause is not
included.
NGCP?
Yes.
Because as per your record, hindi sa inyo yung cause na yun.
Yes, sir.
Kasi when we inquire from Norsamelco, parati sinasabi NGCP.
maybe we can have.
But you can say categorically here that simula nung September 22 up to kahapon, walang causes of brownout ang NGCP. Unplanned, ha?
Yes, sir. As far as our record and also our monitoring, because we are daily monitoring our performances, there is no unplanned incidents happened in Northern Samar, specifically in Northern Samar, attributed to unplanned outages.
Yes, I just want to put it on record, Mr. Chair, kasi ang sabi ng Norsamelco, we can set another date and they will appear before the session. So you can confirm it with Norsamelco.
Yes.
Pero as mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair, ni Honorable Lucero, actually tama si Board Member Albert na matagal na tong issue na riniraise ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan. In fact, for this year alone, 3 times na natin pinatawag, no? For our term alone. 3 times na natin pinatawag ang Norsamelco at saka NGCP. This is the 3rd time na tinawag namin ang NGCP at saka Norsamelco. And every time na nagko-call tayo ng meeting with them, ganun pa rin eh. Di ba? Brownout pa rin ng brownout. The last time, the day after the session, nagkaroon pa rin ng brownout. So maybe, Mr. Chair, I would suggest to this body that maybe we can just make a proper representation before the Department of Energy. We can adopt a resolution asking intervention from the Department of Energy, from the ERC. Kasi as mentioned last time, yung alternate line natin, parati sinasabi pending before the ERC or pending before the DOE. So maybe we can just go directly to the national agencies and raise our concerns there and issues and let them investigate kung ano ba talaga yung nangyayari dito sa atin sa probinsya. Kasi several times, since my first term here in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, parati na natin pinapatawag ang Norsamelco at saka NGCP, ganun pa rin ang nangyayari. So maybe it's about time that we will take this up with the national government. Tapos kung sino yung may responsibilidad at sino yung may kasalanan, then let them face the consequences dun sa inaction na ginagawa ng Norsamelco man o kung ng NGCP man. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that we adopt a resolution asking intervention from the DOE and other national agencies concerned to look into the matter or the issues and concern with regards to our energy problem here in the province. Mr. Chair, the Honorable Lucero wishes
Honorable
to-
Lucero is recognized.
Mr. Chair, if it will be all right with the proponent for this resolution, the honorable gentleman from Catarman, we have asked the presence in so many sessions, people from DOE, Department of Energy, and ERC actually, but then they did not even answer to us. So I believe just to for an amendment to the motion. Aside from that, Mr. Chairman, asking also Congress through our representatives, Congressman Paul Dasa, the Senior Deputy Minority Leader, and Congressman Harris Christopher Ongchuan of the 2nd District, the Assistant Minority Leader, and the adopted son of Northern Samar, the Minority Leader, Congressman Marcelino Libanan, to intervene and make a possible investigation in the Congress relative to power supply in the province and possibly in Region 8, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
If the-
I will deal to the proposal of the Honorable Lucero.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Chairman.
also, Mr. Chair, I believe one senator, Senator Tulfo, is also investigating the energy-related problems in the country. So maybe we can ask also the intervention of Senator Tulfo to take a look into the issues and concern here in the province of Northern Samar. So with that, Mr. Chair, I will reiterate my motion that I will make the necessary presentation of the resolution later on, and there are other matters with regards to my proposal to pass a resolution asking intervention from the DOE and asking also the assistance from our representatives, district representatives, Congressman Harry Song Chuan and Congressman Paul Dasa, and also Senator Tulfo to help us, assist us in investigating our issues and concerns in our energy-related problems here in the province. I will make the necessary presentation, Mr. Chair, under other matters.
Well noted, well taken, Majority Leader.
The
Anyone?
Honorable Singson, Mr.
Honorable
Chair,
Singson is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Earlier this afternoon, Mr. Chairman, one of the representatives from NGCP was asked regarding the ownership of the NGCP, and she politely answered that it is 60% wholly Filipino and 40% foreign. It is 60% wholly Filipino and 40% foreign. Upon perusal of the creation of NGCP by virtue of Republic Act 9511, NGCP is a consortium of 3 corporations. And may I ask if until now it is still a consortium by Montenegro Oro Grid Resources Corporation, Kalaka High Power Corporation, and the State Grid Corporation of China. So, can you answer, Madam?
The composition, sir, still remains the one you mentioned.
Because when it was created on January 15, 2009 by virtue of Republic Act 9511. So, as is pa rin yung mga
Yes, sir.
corporation.
Yes, sir.
My follow-up question is this. During the Energy Summit, which the governor, our district representative, Kong Paul Dasa, Vice Gov Clarence, Honorable Uy, and other members of the August body and stakeholders, I understand that Engineer Lozano presented one of their projects to install alternate transmission line via San Isidro area. According to engineer, pag tapos na yung project na yon, magkakaroon tayo ng alternate substation para magkakaroon na maiwasan at saka less frequent na yung brownout. So may I know the status of that proposed project from that time we conducted Energy Summit up to now?
Excuse me again, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Chair. I'd like to clarify po, it is not me but my colleagues, Mr. Michael Bailosis, who presented it during the Power Summit, and na-mix na po yung isang topic wherein nagkaroon po tayo ng alternate na solution for us to lessen the interruptions attributed to one section na nagsusupply siya. So between going to Allen and going to Catarman Calbayog. Ay, Catarman
Lope.
Bulbulusan. Yeah. So,
Bubulusan.
okay. So there, nagsanga po yan eh. Now, I'd like to update the body that yung second option po, yung immediate solution natin has already been given to us a go signal by our management that we will now pursue it, and as to when we are looking at until 2024 to complement po yung project na yon. So we are now in the process of determining what part of the location or the strategic location where we can place our switching station. That's the word, switching station, wherein it can separate the line going to Katarman Babolosan and Katarman Allen. So because it is a separate line, then we have also a main line coming from Calbayog, Katarman.
Ano pong nakikita mong magiging problema on the part ng dito sa probinsya once you commence yung project na yun?
Okay, good question. And also, we are also considering na magkaroon po siguro ng ang pinaka normally kapag nagkakandak po kami ng mga installation ng mga switching station, it will take us syempre mga interruptions, but we are looking at it na hindi po siya ganun kalaki as yung nasa imaginations natin. So for the moment, sir, it's too early for me to discuss because I haven't seen the plan yet, but we have already a lot of experiences dito sa mga ganito po. Then we are always considering yung minimize the interruptions because it is also part of our accomplishments and also our duty sa public po. So if ever po na may interruptions, it will be minimal.
Thank you. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Majority Leader, anyone from our colleague?
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Gina Salvano wishes to be recognized. Then
Honorable
after the
Silvana is
Honorable-
recognized.
Mr. Chair, thank you. I have two concerns. Yung power interruption, be it planned or unplanned, ang wish lang naman po ng mga households, kung papatayin o i-off, patayin na lang. Huwag yung patay sindi kasi una nakakasira ng appliances at saka nakakatakot yung on and off na ano. Parang Christmas light na hindi mo maintindihan. Oo. Yun po ang isang concern ko. Kung ni-off, i-off. Hindi yung, I don't know kung warning sign yun or what. So yun po ang request ng mga households. Another is, ang gusto ko pong malaman kung you have knowledge with the sudden increase of the rate of North Samelco. Meron pa po bang may kinalaman din po ba kayo sa sudden increase ng rates?
Okay, punta po muna ako sa technical. So I'll just answer first the first question, yung sabi niyo po on and off, on and off, on and off. I cannot categorically say na maiiwasan. Pero for the part of NGCP, yung amin po kasing fault clearance system is hanggang one shot lang kami. Tapos pag hindi siya pumasok, down na siya. So just I'm speaking for in behalf of NGCP. Now, for kung sinasabi po on and off, that is also already one way of our improving our services to you since if ever po na isang out lang tapos papatrol namin, mas mahaba yung interruptions wherein po pwede naman palang itry siya ng one time para po bumalik ulit yung services one time. And it's also, as per our system, almost hindi nyo po mararamdaman yun. It's milliseconds. Ganyan. So, pero meron siyang sa mga sensitive equipment, of course, mararamdaman yan. Nevertheless, lahat po ng equipment natin meron siyang kaukulang protection. So, that's as built na po yan sa design because as an electrical engineer, it's a part of our mandate na magkaroon siya ng protection in every equipment na ginagawa natin. Now, with regards po naman doon sa palagi, I cannot say po, dahil sa amin po medyo, dahil sa takip po ng aming bultahe, 69,000, malaki po yung damage sa equipment namin pagka madalas. So, I will not say po kung kanino. Okay po. Now, po ang sa amin po is, for the part of ni NGCP, medyo it's ano po yun, medyo ano po yun, hindi siya normal sa amin yung interruptions na paulit-ulit. Normal sa amin kapag, pero we are only talking about unplanned. So going na po ako sa second question po nyo. Wala po kaming knowledge, but we have a letter to the governor, Vice Governor, na pinapaliwanag na po yung mga bawat mga matrices o mga inclusions ng mga power rates na yan. And it can also clear doon kung ano po yung participation ng bawat sector of the included power bill. So marami po yan. So meron yung sa transmission, distribution, generation, and mga missionary charges. So I think that's all for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Silvano. Honorable Amandes, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. And question ko lang po, sir, I just want to clarify kung pwede ba maibalik yung mga kontador natin. Kasi doon nakakabit yun sa mga poste. Tapos minsan, yung mga nagre-reading, syempre mataas yun, di ba? Parang ano na lang nila, parang inaano na lang nila. Oo, kaya ang lalaki ng bill. Then, minsan, pag tinatanong namin, nakikita niyo ba yung yung kontador? Sabi nila, nakikita naman, pero parang feeling namin hindi eh. Kasi yung poste, yung kontador nasa poste, tapos ang daming kontador doon sa poste eh. 'Di ba? Paano nila matitrace yun kung talagang yung kontador para ba talaga sa amin? Kasi dapat ibalik natin, sir, suggestion lang po na ibalik sa kanya-kanyang house yung kontador na nandun sa mga poste kasi hindi talaga tama na nandun sa poste yung mga kontador. Kasi di ba yung mga nagre-reading minsan na nalilito yun, di ba? Sa dami ng paano yung bill ko napunta sa isa, kawawa naman. Kaya kung mababasa mo sa Facebook, lahat ng mga consumer parang nagrereklamo sa bill, di ba? Ang lalaki, last month ganito, tapos next month tigwa 1,000 halos yung nila, yung increase. Yan lang po, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. And I cannot answer po because this question po should be posed po sa ating mga kasamahan sa industriya. But noted po. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Amande.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
for the second round, the Honorable Lucero wishes to avail the...
Before giving the floor to Honorable Lucero, I would just like to emphasize some points. First, I know, as stated earlier by Honorable Lucero, that there are Norsa Melco people or personnel listening right now or recording or monitoring our session. As to when was their anniversary, the 45th anniversary. So, we would like to greet them on their 45th anniversary. But I know that there are some or several Norsamelco personnel that are sensitive and sensible people there. So, maybe there should have been a prudent way to celebrate an anniversary. Next, I was, as stated earlier by Mr. Lozano, no? Yes. About that letter, yes, I've gone through that letter. Meron lang po akong clarification, no? Ano lang. You stated in your letter that transmission services charges, kasi for the consumption or for the information of our for Nortehanos, the public or the consumers, going through my notes, no, yung previous hearings, na yung component ng power bill, generation charge, as presented by Norsamelco, generation charge sa isang bill natin sa kuryente, yung kung 100% yan, kung 54% yan generation charge, 8% transmission charge, 22% distribution charge, and 16% yung taxes, subsidies, and others. That was presented by Norsamelco. In your letter, you stated that the transmission charge, excluding yung ancillary services, yung AS na sinasabi nyo, 3.29% lang. Tama po ba to? Then yung generation charge, it's 58.70. Inaano ko lang, no, kasi kumbaga ang role ba ni NGCP sa isang bill, kasi si consumer, kung 100 pesos yan, sa ngayon kasi, lagi ko iniisip na I know that we are really dependent, and it affects the daily lives of Nortehanons. That's why we are persistent, no, sa issue na to, because this is really of paramount importance, the issue that affects the daily lives of ato mga kasi Nortehanons. So tama po ba na ang sa inyo it's 3.29% lang yung component ng kung sa bill ba napupunta sa inyo, and it's not 8%? Tama po ba?
I'm not with our tariff management division, but I'll try to answer that question, Vice Governor. That communication was prepared by our tariff management division, actually. So the 3.29% is the percentage of transmission charges in the consumer bill. That was computed by our tariff management division, so that's true. But it says there, it qualifies there that it is excluding ancillary services. Ancillary services charge kasi does not go to NGCP. It is remitted to the suppliers, the ancillary services providers, mga generators.
So meaning, kino-confirm nito na NGCP does not earn from the procurement of these ancillary services?
No. Remitted po sa generators.
Opo. Kasi po, tinanong ko to, nilay down ko, no? Because in relation to the increased power rates as of September 27, 2022, we have 11 electric cooperatives in Region 8, and yung Norsamelco, as of September 27, 2022, ang rate na po is 18.1558 per kilowatt, di ba? From, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall it correctly, from 13 point something, VAT inclusive. So baga nag-increase to 18.1558 as of September 27, 2022. So kaya po, in-emphasize ko to kasi of course, pabigat na naman to sa ating mga kababayan, mga Nortehanons. Sa side po na NGCP, tanong lang po kung sino yung pwedeng sumagot. Well, I know na yung Norsamelco people are, they're listening, they're not here, but I know, iba siguro sa kanila na nakamonitor. Ano po yung effect nito? Sa side niyo po kung masagot niyo. For example po, nagbabayad ako 1,000 a month nung time na 13 point something per kilowatt hour. Ngayon po na nag-18.1558, mga magkano po ang magiging babayaran ko? Kung nagbabayad ako ng on the average 1,000 a month sa 13 point something na per kilowatt hour, assuming na the same consumption na, we are, magkano po ang sa tingin nyo para po mas maintindihan ng mga kababayan natin? Sa 18.1558, I know you can give estimate or inputs or you're competent also. You know this
Okay, good
rates.
afternoon po, sir, Mr. Chair. Because as per our understanding, we did not have any increase ngayon pong itong pong mga season na to. Then kung nagbabayad po kayo ng 1,000 pesos, i-divide natin yan kung ilang kilowatt hour ang na-consume nyo. So kasi po ang ating pong basis po ng 3.29% is based on kilowatt hour. So if you will go back there, I think it will also manifest mathematically na hindi kami nagbago yung aming singil. Ang tumaas yung other component na nagpataas po doon sa rates niya.
Opo. That's on the part of NGCP.
Opo.
But yung sagot po na sa isang consumer, magkano ang babayaran ko
So,
na?
parang
Kung from 13 point something to 18 point something per kilowatt hour, the same consumption na number of kilowatt hour per month, magkano na yung babayaran ko?
Pasensya na po, hindi po kami naka-ready sa but I think
Anyone from para lang mabigyan ba natin ng
pero po kasi 1,000 yung kanyang divide, yung kanyang rates eh. So sa 1,000, 3.29% of 1,000 is 329.
Now, I'm asking not on the part sa NGCP,
Sa 13%.
not on the part lang ng transmission charge on your part, but in general. Kasi gusto ko lang malaman din ng kababayan natin na what to expect kasi this is just September 27. Power rate increase na 5 pesos, 5 point something per kilowatt hour. From the time na nag-hearing yata tayo nung kasi if I recall it correctly, that was only 13 point something. Ngayon, 18.1558. Effective September 27. That's Norsamelco. So, anyways, kung walang makaano sa inyo, but is it safe to assume na talagang medyo mabigat to? 5 pesos na increase per kilowatt hour. Kasi at least yung consumers. Tama po ba?
As a consumer po, as a consumer natin GCP, talaga pong mabigat. Dahil kasi if you will, 5 pesos, so if I will be consuming 100 kilowatt hour, that's additional 500 pesos on top of my bill. So
A month.
yun po yung
Okay.
a month. So that's categorically speaking lang po yun sa mathematics. But what will be the participation of each, hindi ko po sinama doon sa explanation.
Thank you. In relation to what's the proposed motion of Majority Leader and Honorable Lucero, and Majority Leader earlier mentioned about the hearing conducted by Senator Rafi Tulfo. I've gone through my notes now. Actually, it was the budget hearing of ERC, NEA, and DOE, Department of Energy, National Electrification Administration, and the Energy Regulatory Commission. Senator Tulfo then was, because yung kumbaga nag-take cognizance na siya dun sa problema, power outages in our country. So inaano na yung advantages and disadvantages sa pag-privatize ng mga electric cooperative. So that was October 8. Actually, I've gone through that, naalala ko yun. Sa hearing yun ng committee. That was, October 8, yung subcommittee on, sa Senate. So, ang tanong ko lang po, yung Finance Subcommittee hearing sa budget. So, our good senator, alam niya rin yung, binabanggit nga yung persisting power outages in parts of the country. So, he's looking into weighing yung advantages and disadvantages of privatizing electric cooperatives. On your part sa NGCP, I know, taga-ano kayo sa transmission, kumbaga, ano kayo sa transmission. Gusto lang namin malaman your opinion, ano yung magiging effect or ano ba, anyone from NGCP, pag na-privatize ang isang electric cooperative. Just, you can say, kung ano lang, just your opinion sa privatization ng electric cooperative.
Mr. Chair, I beg to not to give my opinion po, but because they are also my colleagues, some way or another. But yes, meron pong advantages and disadvantages, but I think I cannot po muna comment.
But binanggit ko lang to, no, because even our national leaders na-acknowledge na talaga yung problem ng power outages in our country. So they're looking at ways na to the point na even yung pag-privatize ng electric cooperative is already an option. And gusto ko rin lang po kayo matanong. Last October 18 kasi, one Malaysian investor together with two Filipinos na partners nila went to my office, actually sa Japan nila si Gov. Tapos I talked to them. They mentioned about one alternative source of power, which is yung solar farm, na doon po bibili ang Norsamelco ng electricity. Kasi pag solar daw talaga, it's really mababa. And they're mentioning yung rate na 7-8 pesos per kilowatt hour pag nabili sa ano. Kumbaga, bababa talaga. Kayo po na technical people, just want to hear your kumbaga, opinion na pag magkaroon ng alternative sources of energy, like one is solar farm. Ano po ang masasabi niyo dito? Kasi bottom line, ang gusto natin, yung mura na electricity para sa ating mga consumers at at the same time yung efficient na delivery ng services na electric companies.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. But here's just only po just to give a preview of yung proposals. Really po, sa lahat po ng aspeto po ng pagkakalakal or trading, once na mayroon po ikang competitor, the main objective is to lower or compete with the price. So I cannot say na po siguro na directly na talagang mayroon pong changes. Kaya lang po, meron din po kasi tayo sa paraan po kasi ng pagbili at saka pagbebenta. Meron din po tayo mga selling points where is yung reliability, safety, affordability, and also yung effectiveness, quality. Which is yung somehow po si solar, sa umaga lang po pakikinabangan. And also yung iba naman po, mapapakinabangan nyo siya all throughout the day. So meron po siyang pros and cons, and nevertheless, hindi rin po naman siya po pwedeng directly mag-supply sa inyo because yung kanyang, yung sinasabi ko po, yung system voltage niya is not compatible with your daily operations. So you need another equipment which will be added to your bill, and also another line that will also be added to your bill. So sa akin po is ginawa po siguro yung setup na ganito because meron po siya mga purpose. So that's why but I agree, magkakaroon ng magandang kompetensya. Pero yung sa kompetensya po, may kasama din po kasi yung other factors na i-consider natin dahil hindi po libre yung safety, security, reliability, and quality. So yun po lang po ang aking in a manner of speaking. But we can offline, pwede po natin pag-usapan. Salamat.
Thank you. Honorable Luceros, recognized.
Hey. Okay. Mr. Chairman, I just would like to ask our resource person, since sila naman ang nagtatransmit ng kuryente papunta sa Norsamelco, di po ba meron kayong meter sa consumption ng Norsamelco?
Yung lahat po ng papalabas at papasok sa generator and mga co-ops, meron po kaming meters.
Saan po nakalagay yung para sa Norsamelco na metering?
It is, marami po kasing setup tayo. It is either direct, nakalagay siya doon sa kanilang facilities or sa facilities po ng NGCP. Depende po yan doon sa arrangement na pag-usapan.
Ang nangyayari po sa Norsamelco, ano po ba ang nangyayari ngayon?
I'm sorry po, hindi po kasama namin yung mga grupo na involved po sa power billing and power metering po natin.
Kasi po, Mr. Chairman, gusto kong malaman din sa, kung alam din ng NGCP, magkano ba ang binibili na power galing sa supplier na dumadaan sa NGCP ng Norsamelco? Tapos saan yung metering, yung meter nila sa consumption? At saka yung, kasi compare natin yung consumption vis-a-vis ay ng in-order nila. Po ba? Isa yan. Pero hindi naman po alamatan ng NGCP.
Hindi, ano po, we have a group dealing with that. Dalawa po yan. Unang-una, yung in charge po doon sa kung ano ba talaga yung lumalabas at pumapasok. Then, meron din pong grupo na nagda-dissect ng lumabas, kanino mo binili yan at kanino yan banabayaran. Kanino niya. So, yun po yung sa tariff natin sa billing. Then, yung metering naman, yung sa ating power bill na about yung sa setup niya. We have a means and ways po, pero meron po lang din kasing na factor dito, which is hindi po siguro kami party, which is yung kanilang power supply agreement, kung saan sila bumibili or sino yung kanilang kakontrata.
Yeah.
Although I believe we have knowledge on that, but I cannot categorically say po in this session kung ano po yung mga yan.
Kasi po, is important, Mr. Chairman, kasi kung saan tayo bumibili, for example, ang source ng binibili natin, yung source nila ng power is coal. Okay, so malalaman natin kung sino ang supplier na yan, tapos dadaan niya sa transmission kung magkano binibili natin, kung in-order natin, tapos yung consumption natin. Kasi pwede tayo mag-assess, i-compare natin yung order tsaka yung consumption. Pangalawa, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask, sa ngayon, 3.29% per kilowatt hour ang sinisingil ng transmission. Is this price, ganito na po ba since the start? Or nag-increase kayo? Or
I cannot, meron siguro pong increase pero hindi po siya, sabihin natin hindi po siya ganun kalaki. Dahil, trend ba bumaba? From the start po pala mas malaki, pababa po pala ang aming trend. Sorry.
so pababa tayo ngayon. Kasi
yung aming
malaki rin po yung transmission pagdating sa per kilowatt hour. Kung ang per kilowatt hour na kukonsume is say 100 kilowatt hours, tapos times 18.3 per kilowatt hour. Yung 18.3, kung magkano man yan, 1 times 100, that's 18 times is 1,830. Yes po.
Ganito po, yun po yung total kilowatt hour na binabayaran po ni consumer. Yung 18 po sinasabi nyo, 18. Pero since 18 po na yun, baka po 3 pesos lang yung sa amin. 3.
Yes.
Opo. So,
I know,
so 3 times 100, it's only 300 lang po yung portion.
Yes, I know.
Opo.
Kaya nga, nakakadagdag din po ito eh.
Nakakadagdag po.
So aside from the per kilowatt hour, dadagdagan niya ng 3.29 para sa transmission. Plus others, andyan na, kung makikita natin sa ating bill, po ba? Okay, ibahin naman natin. Since pababa naman daw, I will not insist on it. Kasi pababa eh. Kung pataas.
Yun po talaga kasi yung purpose of EPIRA.
We have a resolution then, yung tungkol sa paglagay sa San Roque, tsaka sa barangay magtaon ng Mapanas ng substation. Ano po ba nangyayari na ngayon? Kasi I believe, meron din po kayong kinalaman din yung NGC. NGCP?
Hindi po sa amin yung facilities. Sorry, hindi po kami...
Wala kayong ano dyan?
Yung sa amin po kasi yung
Andyan na daw yung
Pupulusan tsaka yung Bubon. Yan po yung...
Wala pa yung iba. We have a resolution addressed to DOE,
To DOE.
NGCP.
But I think it is
Yes.
for the North America's action plan. Yung sa ano.
Kasi may CAPEX yan eh.
Opo.
So there's a need na... Pero may...
Yung sa amin po kasi, yung una pong nabanggit kanina ni Honorable Chair na meron pong kaming i-construct na switching station immediately na hopefully we can complete it next year or next year hanggang 2024. Then we also have our additional projects yung talagang mag-address ng long term dito. Yun po yung pina-follow up ni Congressman Dasa.
Yeah.
So, pero po yung amin pong ina-address, first yung selectivity na, the word is selectivity, na kapag ang isang portion lang or isang leg lang may problema, huwag niyang idama yung iba. That's the purpose, para lang po maging selective yung ating protection. Then yung another po naman natin is yung power quality, yung maglalagay kami ng mga power capacitors para mag-improve yung voltage services. And naka-schedule na rin po yan.
Kailan po bang schedule niyan? Mr. Chairman, can we ask a copy of the plan of NGCP for the rehabilitation, at the same time yung lahat na present sa sanggunian na to ng good engineer para at least malaman natin kung ano ang mga plano ng NGCP sa transmission side, para malaman din ng mga consumers na itong ginagawa ng NGCP. Kasi at least meron tayong isingilin mamaya sa NGCP. It's just but proper na isingilin natin kasi nagbabayad tayo sa kanila. Just like North America din sa kanilang services. So hopefully, Mr. Chairman, the good engineer can reply to this request tungkol sa plans nyo at sa yung iba pang mga
Okay.
activities.
We will be more than happy po to present it. May request lang po sana yung formal letter, at least para lang po namin maging reference for giving that information sa atin po.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would like to reserve motion sa other matters relative to this issue. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Lucero. Honorable Guilama is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a short question regarding net metering system, because I heard the chair earlier mention about people coming here and telling him about establishing a solar plant. There are other solar power businesses or establishments that offered also parang individual construction of solar power system in houses, and they said that it can be converted into parang you tie up with the electric cooperative and you apply for a net metering system. Yes. So the question is, have you heard of a cooperative, electric cooperative that is already doing this? Practicing net
I
metering
think it
system.
is under the law. Mayroon po talagang law na nagsasabi po na ay allow ang bawat consumer na makapagtayo ng sarili niyang solar system, solar power system. So yung about po, dalawa po kasing type yan eh. Una muna yung sarili ka, so ibig sabihin independent ka, hindi ka nakatie up.
Yes.
And another po is yung naka-grid ka or nakapasok ka doon. So yung kung ano lang yung sobra, yun yung bibilin mo sa cooperative. Or the other way around, kung wala ka namang ginagamit, lahat ng production mo pwede mong ibenta naman.
Ibenta sa kanila, yeah.
So tama po. Second question po is kung meron akong alam, I think Meralco is doing that. I'm from Luzon, meron din po kasing akong mga friends na
Yes.
meron silang setup. And if I'm not mistaken, Veco 2 is also Veco beside
In Cebu, in Cebu.
electric company, yeah, is
Yes,
also doing that.
Thank you. Because in one of our sessions, we invited Mr. Tabilisma, the one from NEA, that was assigned here for the rehabilitation of Norsamelco. So parang natapik namin yon, and we were thinking that it will be parang adapted by Norsamelco. But so far, in the whole region of Region 8, wala pa kayong narinig.
So far po, wala pa po.
It's only Meralco and Vico.
So far po yun po yung alam ko dahil kasi I'm also consumer from Beco dun sa Cebu. And I have a lot of friends na meron din po silang setup ng solar system, ng
Okay, thank you.
solar panel system.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Honorable Guillermo.
Mr. Chair, before him, Mr. Chair, before we proceed, I move for a 1-minute suspension.
Session suspended.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to greet Norsamelco. Happy 45th, very extravagant anniversary.
Yeah, the resource persons from NGCP are excused from this session. We do appreciate your time and your coming here, and please bear with us in finding ways. Thank you, NGCP, for coming, for sharing your time, inputs, and I know this part of finding ways to alleviate yung plight ng consumers natin, electric consumers, electricity. Salamat. Yeah. Session is now resumed. Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that we excuse now the appearance of the representatives from the NGCP, as there are no more members who wishes to ask questions from the NGCP. So move, Mr. Chair.
The resource persons from NGCP are now excused, and we do appreciate their time for sharing their inputs to this August body. Thank you. Thank you again, and we really commend na nakikita naman natin na tumutulong sila to for pag-explain. This is another way, a way na malaman din ng consumers ang role ng NGCP na based nga dito sa datos natin na kung sa 100 pesos, 3.29 pesos lang ang napupunta sa NGCP sa isang bill natin. So, sa party nila na isi-share din or na-disseminate sa public ang role ng NGCP. Thank you, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Victoria Singson wishes to be recognized for some manifestation.
Honorable Singson is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before the good majority floor leader terminate the item under the business of the day, the discussion of this item, and this is in connection with the appearances of the Norsamelco, considering that the Norsamelco have just we received a letter from Norsamelco that they are not available for today's hearing, today's session, considering that they have a meeting or workshop concerning on energy-related matters. Our member consumer in Northern Samar are eagerly awaiting for this moment, and to our dismay, they failed to attend this session through the resolution sponsored by the good gentleman from Gamay, Honorable Alberto Cero. And my concern is that may we ask again the proponent if what will be when will be our proper schedule in order for the North Amelco to appear before the session, considering that members had been preparing a questionnaire from the North Amelco through the request of the member consumer of our province. So again, Mr. Chairman, may we request from the good proponent as to the scheduled date for the North Amelco personnel to appear before the session.
Thank you, Honorable Cero.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, actually, I'll be sponsoring a resolution inviting North Amelco on our October 4 session.
October or is it November?
Oh, no, November 4 session, Mr. Chairman.
Are we agreeable on that date? That's a Friday after.
Mr. Chair, I
What
move
does?
for a 1-minute suspension to discuss the matter.
Session suspended. Come on, kasi that's. Session is now. Kasi for me we should be persistent and we should sina-issue. Maraming na nakaabang, maraming waiting for hearing involving North Amelco. So it won't end naman. Tsaka yung way natin na yung option na yung resolution sa concerned national agencies, even yung mga elected national leaders na magpatulong tayo or seek yung assistance. We should, I believe we should do that. Ano lang siguro, yung binanggit mo, yung tulong ng mga district representatives natin and even adopted congressman of Northern Samar. Kasi I know na yung consumers, they're appreciative, sinsining ako, and then they want, kumbaga, nananasunod, and resolution, and this will naman hindi naman matatapos ng few sessions Basta as the need arises, kailangan natin yung kailangan kalabitin, kailangan kumbaga, gawa ng action on our part, gagawin natin. So, okay na, no? Session is now resumed. Majority Leader.
Okay ka na sa manifestation? Yes. Mr. Chair, there are no more members who wishes to discuss the issues under item 6-A. We'll now proceed to item 6-B, the review of municipal ordinances and resolutions. Mr. Chair, please recognize the Honorable Marites Galiamak to report the committee reports of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Honorable Guillermo is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In behalf of the committee, this Chair, Honorable Don Abalon, who is on official leave today, I wish to make this committee report for 5 items. The first item is for Ordinance Number 8, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, an ordinance realigning the amount of 100,000 pesos originally intended for internet expenses under MOE and reappropriating the same amount to cultural and athletic expenses. The committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to declare the subject ordinance valid and operative in its entirety, subject to recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which is duly seconded to pass a resolution recommending to this August body to declare Ordinance Number 08, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the next item, this is for Appropriation Ordinance Number 2022-05 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, entitled an ordinance realigning the sum of 200,000 pesos out of 2022 70% DRRM fund for the provision of gasoline, diesel, oil, lubricants, repair, and maintenance of vehicles to fund for the embankment of flood control mitigation at LGU Gamay, purchased lot at Santo Niño Street, Barangay Baybay, Gamay, Northern Samar, as per attached statement of funding sources, statement of supplemental appropriation, and certificate of availability of funds. The committee, Mr. Chair respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to declare the subject ordinance valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded to pass a resolution to recommend to this August body to declare Appropriation Ordinance Number 2022-05 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the next item, for Appropriation Ordinance Number 2022-08 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, entitled an ordinance realigning the sum of 2 million pesos out of 2022 capital outlay of RHU purchase of 1 unit ambulance for the rehabilitation of Gamay Rural Health Unit, Gamay, Northern Samar, as per attached statement of funding sources, statement of supplemental appropriation, and certificate of availability of funds. The committee respectfully recommends that the said ordinance be declared valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution to recommend to this August body to declare Appropriation Ordinance Number 2022-08 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the next item, this for Ordinance Number 14-03, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, entitled an ordinance adopting Resolution Number 14-15, Series of 2022, and appropriating the amount of 14,799,826 pesos and 56 centavos out of the actual collections in excess of estimated income and savings from the 2021 annual budget. The committee recommends that the said ordinance be declared valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution to recommend to this august body to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 14-03- Series 2022 of the Municipality of Lope de Vega, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And for the last item, this is for ordinance number 2022-05 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Authorizing the Supplemental Budget Number 3, Series of 2022, involving an amount of 2,775,556 pesos and 68 centavos taken from the retained surplus or savings from supplemental budgets for fiscal year 2018 and 2019 and annual budgets for fiscal year 2018, 2019, and 2022 for the purpose of funding for the procurement of rescue vehicle. After review, Mr. Chair, the committee recommends that said ordinance be declared valid operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. I move for the approval of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution to recommend to this august body to declare Appropriation Ordinance Number 2022-05 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to the recommendations set forth by the local finance committee. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Guillamok, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, for the committee report of Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability, please recognize the Honorable Victoria M. Singson.
Honorable Singson is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Majority Leader. In behalf of the Committee on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, and Public Accountability, and in behalf of our good chairman, the Honorable Don Lovely Abalon, who is on official leave, as the Vice Chairman of the said committee, I have the honor to render the committee report referring to Municipal Ordinance Number 05, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Declaring the second week of August every year as Linggo ng Kabataan in the Municipality of Mapanas, Province of Northern Samar, and providing funds for the implementation thereof. And for the recommendation of the committee, this committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to declare the subject ordinance valid, subject to the conditions set forth in the respective local youth development plan. So move, submitted for approval this 21st day of October 2022 at Qatar, Northern Samar. Signed, yours truly as the Vice Chairman of this committee. Signed, Honorable Christian Manuel Uy and the Honorable Martis G. Guillamok. Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of the committee report. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution to this august body to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 05, Series of 2022 of the Municipality of Mapanas, Northern Samar, valid, subject to the conditions set forth in the respective local youth development plan. Said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Singson.
Mr. Chair, for the committee of the report of the Committee on Housing, Land Use, Zoning, and Agrarian Reform. Please recognize the member of the committee, the Honorable Lauden.
Honorable Lauden is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and our Majority Floor Leader. On behalf of the Committee Chair on Housing, Land Use, Zoning, and Agrarian Reform, the Honorable Don Ila Balon, I am here to make the committee report. This is an endorsement from the OIC Director Evelyn A. Bouvier, Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, Regional Office 8, dated 2 September 2022. The final draft of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan or CLUP and Zoning Ordinance and other relevant document for the planning year 2021 to 2030 of the Municipality of Catarman. Said endorsement was referred to the committee with findings and recommendation. For the recommendation, Mr. Chair, this committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan to directly refer the said endorsement to the Provincial Land Use Committee for its technical review. Submitted for approval this 21st of October 2022 at Catarman, Northern Samar. So moved, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution. Recommend to this August body to directly refer this endorsement from OIC Director Evelyn Bouvier, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. It's subject the final draft of the CLUP, Comprehensive Land Use Plan and Zoning Ordinance for planning year 2021-2030 of the Municipality of Catarman, which is pursuant or in conformity to the Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development Memorandum Circular 2021-005 to the Provincial Land Use Committee for its technical review. Said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, under item 6-C, application for accreditation, please recognize the chairman of the Committee on People's Organizations, Non-Government Organizations, and Cooperatives, the Honorable Albert Lucero.
Honorable Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the Committee on People's Organization and Government Organizations and Cooperatives, to which was referred, the application for accreditation of Northern Samar Provincial Federation of Irrigators Association, Inc., has considered the same as the honor to report it back to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan with the following findings and observations. 1. Northern Samar Provincial Federation of Irrigators Association, Inc., a non-stock and non-profit association, is a duly registered association with the SEC registration number A1997-17266. Its application for accreditation has pertinent attachments to it in compliance with Article 64B of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of the Local Government Code of 1991 and the Department of Interior Local Government Memorandum Circular number 2022-083. Wherefore, premises considered, the committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that the resolution be passed to accredit the Northern Samar Provincial Federation of Irrigators Association, Inc., in the province of Northern Samar. Submitted for resolution this 21st day of October 2022, Catarman, Northern Samar. Signed, Lisa C. Isidra, member. Signed, Christian Emmanuel W. Uy, member. Signed, Junisto Dexter A. Galit, member. Signed, Vice Chairman Gilbert F. Lyon, and this representation as Chairman. I move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which has duly seconded to this August body to pass a resolution to accredit the Northern Samar Provincial Federation of Irrigators Association, Incorporated, in the province of Northern Samar. Said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, And now proceed to item number 7, third and final reading. Mr. Chair, I move to approve on final reading a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 2022-08-157 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative in its entirety, subject to some conditions. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare municipal ordinance number 2022-08-157 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative in its entirety, subject to some conditions. Said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, we'll now proceed to the other matters. May I request, Mr. Chair, the Secretary, for items under other matters.
SB Secretary, please. Other matters.
Office of the Governor, October 12, 2022. The Honorable Vice Governor Clarence A. Dato and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar. Dear Vice Governor and ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing a resolution endorsing the procurement of the following vehicles for the use of the provincial government of Northern Samar to expedite public service and support the general work requirements directly necessary in the business operations and government transactions of frontline departments' offices. Motor vehicle type van, AIP code 1000-1-1-15-001-026 and 3000-500-1-1-14-004. Quantity 4 and 1. Description, dimension and weight, overall dimensions 5,265 by 1,950 by 1,990. Wheelbase in millimeter 3,210. Seating capacity 15. Engine type 4 cylinders in linen type 16 valve DOHC engine displacement CC 2,775. Fuel use diesel. Fuel capacity in liters 70 liters. Transmission. Power transmission 6-speed empty. Manual transmission. Front brake, rear brake, ventilated disc drum. Second vehicle, multipurpose vehicle, AIP code 1000-1-15-001-0026, quantity 5. Description, dimension and weight. Overall dimensions in millimeter 4,735 by 1,830 by 1,795. Wheelbase, seating capacity 8. Engine type 4 cylinder, inline 16 valve, double overhead camshaft, variable nozzle turbo charger with intercooler, engine displacement CC 2,755 cc. Fuel use diesel. Fuel capacity in liters 55 liters. Transmission, power transmission 5-speed manual transmission. Front brake, rear brake, ventilated disc, leading trailing drum. Third vehicle, pickup. AIP code 1000-1-15-001-0026 and 8000-1-1-17-010. Quantity 2 and 1 or 3. Dimension and weight. Overall dimensions in millimeter 5,285 by 1,855 by 1,815. Seating capacity 5. Engine 2.4 diesel 4-cylinder 16 valve DOH variable nozzle turbo with air-cooled intercooler. Engine displacement in cc 2,393 cc. fuel use diesel, fuel capacity in liters 80, transmission, power transmission, 6-speed manual transmission, front brake, rear brake, ventilated disc drum. Attached is the Project Procurement Management Plan or PPMP for your reference. Thank you for your immediate legislative action. Sincerely, for the Governor, Edwin Marino Seungchuan, by signed Attorney Clarence E. Datu, Acting Governor.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, in relation to the certified urgent letter of the acting governor, Mr. Chair, I move to pass a resolution authorizing the procurement of 13 motor vehicles, details as described in the letter, Mr. Chair, for the use of the provincial government of Northern Samar to expedite public service and support the general work requirements directly necessary in the business operations and government transactions of frontline departments and offices. Mr. Chair, the 13 vehicles are 5 vans, 5 multipurpose vehicles, and 3 pickups, Mr. Chair. If there are no discussion, Mr. Chair, from the body, I move to approve the resolution on final reading. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded, and hearing no further there's a unanimously seconded by all present here to pass a resolution authorizing the procurement of 13 motor vehicles for the use of the provincial government of Northern Samar to expedite public service and support the general work requirements directly necessary in the business operations and government transactions of frontline departments, offices. Said motion is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, under other matters, Mr. Chair, as manifested earlier during the discussion with NGCP, Mr. Chair, I have 2 resolutions to be presented before the body. Mr. Chair, to give clearance to the 2 resolutions, I move to suspend the rules.
Rules suspended.
Mr. Chair, I move to pass a resolution requesting the Department of Energy, ERC, the NEA, the National Electrification Administration, to intervene in the energy problems of the province of Northern Samar. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to pass a resolution requesting which said motion is duly seconded, requesting Department of Energy, Regulatory Commission, the National Electrification Administration to intervene in energy problems of the province of Northern Samar. Said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I also move to pass a resolution requesting the assistance of Congressman Paul Dasa of the 1st District of Northern Samar, Congressman Haris Ongchuan of the 2nd District of Northern Samar, and Congressman, the Minority Leader, Congressman Nonoy Libanan of 4-piece party list to intervene or investigate the energy problems in the province of Northern Samar. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded to pass a resolution seeking assistance from Congressman Paul Dasa of the 1st District of Northern Samar Congressman Harris Christopher Ongchuan of the 2nd District of Northern Samar, and Congressman Marcelino Libanan of 4-Piece Party List to intervene and find ways on how to solve the perennial energy problems of the province of Northern Samar. Said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, another resolution. I move to pass a resolution seeking assistance from Senator Rafi Tulfo to intervene, investigate, in aid of legislation, the energy-related problems in the province of Northern Samar. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which has duly seconded to pass a resolution asking assistance from Senator Rafi Tulfo. Siya yata yung chairman, chairman of the Senate Energy Committee, to intervene, investigate the energy-related problems of the province of Northern Samar. Said motion is hereby approved.
Sir Chair, all resolutions are subject to style with the assistance of our Secretariat.
Noted, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, please recognize the Honorable Lucero under other matters.
Honorable Lucero is recognized.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Marcelino Chicano Libanan is considered a son of Northern Samar because of his ties here, and at the same time, during the time when the late Congressman Romualdo Tafalla Vicencio passed away, he was the caretaker of the 2nd District of Northern Samar. And today, Mr. Chairman, as the minority leader of the House of Representatives and as the number one nominee of the 4-Piece Party List, Mr. Chairman, Congressman Libanan is assisting both districts and the province of Northern Samar in the programs, projects, and plans of the province relative to the support of our vision and the Kauswagan program of the provincial governor, Governor Edwin Marino Siongchuan. Mr. Chairman, since college days, I know this person. We've been together during high school for 4 years, and he's been always in Northern Samar for so many times, Mr. Chairman. It is just but fitting that we adopt him as a Nortehanon, so that, Mr. Chairman, more of his efforts will be focused not only in Eastern Samar and other areas of the Philippines as the 4-Piece Party List representative, but also giving attention and priority to the province of Northern Samar, if we consider him as an adopted son, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Chairman, we would like to request the good majority leader, if there are no manifestations and objections coming from the floor, to move for the suspension of the rules to pave the way for a resolution adopting Marcelino Libanan as the adopted son of Northern Samar.
Mr. Chair, before the motion, may I ask the proponent if it can be a collegial act by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I am amenable to that. I yield to that, Mr. Chairman, as a collegial act.
With
Mainly
the Honorable Lucero as the principal
principal sponsor, Mr. Chairman.
Rule suspended.
Yes.
Collegial act na eh, so
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Chairman, I therefore move that we pass a resolution adopting Congressman Marcelino Chicano Libanan of the 4-Piece Party List as an adopted son of Northern Samar. The whereas, Mr. Chairman, will just be supplied to style. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion It was unanimously seconded. It is a collegial act of this august body to pass a resolution. And hearing no more manifestations, objections, to pass a resolution to declare Congressman Marcelino C. Libanan of Four-Piece Party List and who hails from Boronga, Eastern Samar, as an adopted son of the province of Northern Samar. Said motion is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Lucero would like to be recognized again under
Yes.
other matters.
Mr.
Honorable
Chairman,
Lucero.
I would like to
Recognize.
move that we invite again, for the nth time, the management of Norsamelco, the Task Force Northern Samar Power. This is the governing board of Norsamelco. On our November 7 session. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
So motion is just unanimously seconded. Send an invitation to the management of Task Force Norsamelco, Task Force Northern Samar, to appear in our November 7 session at 10 in the morning. Motion is approved. Yeah, Honorable Lucero.
Mr. Chair, please recognize the Honorable Lucero to avail of the privileged hour.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Oh. Yes, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Northern Samar is the gateway to Luzon, to Luzon. And Mr. Chairman, in Northern Samar, we have 4 ferry stations, roll-on, roll-off stations. It's in the municipality of San Isidro, particularly in Barangay Alegria. Then one is in Barangay Look. Another is in Barangay Hubasan. And one is in Barangay, same, 2 in Barangay Hubasan, Mr. Chairman. Santa Clara.
Look, Kubasan,
Look, Hubasan,
Dapdap,
and Dapdap.
and San Isidro. Tama.
Yes. Dapdap is in Hubasan. So 2 ports in Hubasan, 1 in Barangay Look, and 1 in Barangay Alegria in San Isidro, Mr. Chairman. And many commuters going to Luzon, coming from Mindanao and the Visayas area, passing through Northern Samar, are clamoring that the system of and the management of these ports in the Northern Samar side should be investigated, evaluated, so that there is this kind of a smooth operation, so that the commuters, the truckers, the trucks and private vehicles are accommodated properly and on time. So that also, Mr. Chairman, this is an effect on the Luzon side, in Matnog side. The management of Matnog by the PPA, Coast Guard, Philippine Coast Guard, Marina, and others, and the owners and the proprietors of these ferry boats, Mr. Chairman, have also are being investigated by the DOTR because of the I quote, inefficiency, because of the so long line of vehicles. But then, Mr. Chairman, we have also to see the summer side, the Northern Samar side, because this has a domino effect to the flow of these vehicles coming from coming from Luzon and passing through the San Bernardino Strait through these ferry boats, and of course from Mindanao and some part of Visayas going to Luzon and to Metro Manila. So, Mr. Chairman, it is just but fitting that we go through the details and we go to the operation of PPA, Coast Guard, Marina, and the proprietors of these ferry boats, Mr. Chairman. And I post, Mr. Chairman, to pass a resolution inviting them in a session specifically for this purpose, Mr. Chairman. I would like to request the good majority leader to move for the suspension of the rules to pave a way for a resolution relative to the statement of this representation a moment ago.
Mr. Chair, with the request of the Honorable Lucero, I move to suspend our internal rules of procedure.
Internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move that we pass a resolution inviting Philippine Ports Authority, the people manning the Philippine Ports Authority, Marina, Philippine Coast Guard, the owners of the ferry boats, management of these ferry boats in the Northern Samar piers from the Barangay Alegria in San Isidro, 2 piers in Barangay Hubasan of Allen, and 1 in Barangay Look of the municipality of Allen. Yes, Mr. Chairman, the ferry boat companies who are managing these ferry boats to be present during our session on
Session suspended.
Is now resumed.
Mr. Chairman, I therefore move, I would like to reiterate the motion. I move that we pass a resolution inviting the management and the people involved in these following agencies. 1, the management of ferry boats using the Northern Samar ports, Marina, Coast Guard in Northern Samar, Philippine Ports Authority, Mr. Chairman, on a session on November 14, 2022, 10 o'clock in the morning. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion which was unanimously seconded.
Mr. Chair, before we dispose of
Honorable Singson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the good gentleman would yield, I'd like to join the good gentleman from Gamay in his proposal through a resolution to invite the companies and personalities mentioned. And if again the good gentleman would yield, if possible, the shipping companies invited to bring with them copy of their franchises.
Yes, I yield, Mr. Chairman, to the noble request of the gentleman from Katarman, and of course amended already, bringing with them their franchise, the contract, for us to know the content of the contract so that we can protect the interest of those passing, of those who use the ferry boats, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, and also if the proponent would yield, maybe we can also ask from the Philippine Coast Guard and also from the ferry companies to bring with them their departure logs, kung mayroon the record of their departures, no, so that we can see kung saan nagkakalagay ng mga ferry boats to determine whether kung nanon mga causes of delay.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I yield to the request of the good majority leader.
there's a motion uh, brought about by the proponent, Honorable Lucero, which was properly joined by Honorable Singson, and which was unanimously seconded for all members present here in today's session to pass a resolution inviting the following: the proprietors and or owners and or management and or ferry operators, or the management of shipping companies plying yung route ba ng Allen Matnog, San Isidro Allen Matnog and vice versa, San Isidro Matnog and vice versa, and also the Philippine Ports Authority. Dapat yung here in Northern Samar na para clear ano tayo. And the Marina here in Northern Samar, Philippine Coast Guard na under jurisdiction siguro yung para mas specific tayo, yung Northern Samar, and including the RS3 operators of the sports, and also if you are the LGUs, kasi bibigyan na sila ng permits respective,
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the respective local chief executive and the head executive of the municipality of San Isidro and municipality of Balen, including the head of the licensing department of
business processing and licensing respective municipal business processing and licensing office.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And to bring along with them, among others, franchise and or yung certificate of public convenience, the departure, arrival logs of the ferry operators. Yung PNP mo, Maritime Transport Department, PNP.
Mr. Chairman, I believe we can also ask the PNP to be present because the police, yes, it has something to do with the management, with the peace and order in these ports, Mr. Chairman.
Including the Northern Samar Provincial Police Office. On November 14, 2022, at 10 in the morning, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, all items in our agenda as we discussed, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I move that we adjourn our session until Monday, October 24 at 10 o'clock in the morning. So move, Mr. Chair.
Session adjourned until October 24 at 10 in the morning. Thank you. Yung ELA natin, November